Okay, paid watch reviews. Okay, here we go. Fuckaroonies. Dear Archie, please find $25 deposited to your PayPal account in anticipation of your YouTube response. Thank you for your contributions to the world of horology. I have enjoyed your opinions and expertise for many years now. Here is my dilemma. I find myself ready to purchase my first luxury watch, having looked at the market and various social and business settings. I would find myself wearing a watch. I discovered that I cannot simply buy a watch. My conclusion is I need 3 watches, and the selection I have arrived at is below as follows. Number 1, Rolex Datejust 41, steel oyster bracelet with white gold bezel and blue face. Breguet Type 20, black face, black leather strap or steel bracelet, can't decide. Number 3, a Jaeger-LeCoultre Geophysic True Second, steel on leather strap, can't decide what color. What is your opinion of this selection? Should I buy new or used? What order should I purchase them? And is there any other choice that I may have overlooked? Or should I not buy 3 and just one more expensive piece? A fuck-off piece? If so, what would you recommend? Looking forward to hearing from you. Kind regards, Darren. Darren's 3-piece combo dilemma. What do I recommend for Darren? That's right, Darren's 3-piece combo dilemma. I better write that down there. Darren's 3-piece combo dilemma. There we go. So let's have a talk about this here, because I got to tell you what, guys, I really do think that it's this is a good question. What would I say? I would say to your list there, I think it's good, not perfect, but good. I would say the Rolex Datejust 41, that is a very good choice there. That is a magnificent watch. I really do think the Datejust is undervalued. Now, the only problem with the Datejust 41 is, see, there's a couple of models. You've got Datejust 36, which is the traditional Datejust. You've got the Datejust 2, which was, you know, that was their 41 mil size watch. Then you've got Datejust 41, which is sort of reinvigorated the Datejust 2. I personally think the Datejust 41 is the perfect one to go for. The problem with Datejust is they're dime a dozen, dime a dozen, except the blue dial ones actually can be hard to get. So you're going to go to a Rolex dealer and you're going to have to, he's not really going to discount much on that watch. He's not going to discount at all. These Rolex dealers now they're just fucking nasty. I think personally the Datejust 2 is not as good as the 41. I'd go for the 41. I think that may be worth getting. Check out the... they're not going to be that old. They're going to be fairly within cooey. So I would say that is a very good choice. New or used, doesn't really matter. I reckon the Datejust 41 oyster bracelet with white gold bezel and blue face, perfect. Just tick that. That is a good watch. I think it's perfect for work. It's waterproof. Now, just a few provisos if you're a newbie here. Remember, the waterproofing, you've got to do a pressure test every 12 months to make sure its seals aren't fuck this. So, and I don't really like to take watches in water either. So remember that. I think that is a very, very cool, that's a cool choice. I think the Datejust 41 is a good choice. Very sporty with the oyster bracelet. So I actually think perfect. Perfect. Your number 2 choice is a Breguet Type 20, black face, black leather bracelet or strap. Can't decide. The Breguet, you must buy the Breguet on the pre-owned market, because Breguets, they are big money new. They halve, at least halve. So you would not want to buy the Breguet. The Datejust 41, you could buy that new. I mean, I'd prefer to buy a sports Rolex new. That's what I'd say. But you can get that new. I'd try and haggle for a discount because it is quite a common model. The blue dial, however, with the white gold bezel is actually, they're getting hard to get because the sports models are so hard to get, so some of the Datejust are hard to get, and that is a harder to get model. The Breguet, you must not buy that new. You've got to buy that pre-owned. Definitely pre-owned. There's some nice ones around. Would I go for bracelet or leather strap? That's a good question because I've owned all of them. I had a transatlantic on a leather strap, which the transatlantic is the date version. I had a no date on a leather strap. That's the Erin Veil. And I've got a Erin Veil, which is no date, on a bracelet. What do I think there? I would probably say I think it kind of pops on the leather strap. I kind of liked, I tell you, my preference would probably be, it all depends on the deal. When you're buying pre-owned, if it comes with box and papers and it's really cheap, well, it's whatever one is there. Beggars can't be choosers. I'm always a value shopper first and foremost. But I would say a no date on a leather strap is probably my pick if I was buying one now with the knowledge I've got. I've got the bracelet one, and I don't hate the bracelet, but I think I do think the strap version is kind of cooler. Okay, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I think the strap version, I think that's probably what I would do now if I was redoing that. And you got to buy the Breguet Type 20 used because, man, they are fucking dear new and they don't hold it. Believe you me, they do not hold it. I've seen them go for less than half. So you must buy that. Must buy that on the pre-owned market. And your third choice is a Jaeger-LeCoultre Geophysic True Second. I don't really like the True Second. I think that's a very, very quirky choice. I kind of think that choice itself there is probably not what I would choose. I think that's very similar to the Datejust. What I would choose, I tell you what I would choose as a third watch. I would go Tudor Black Bay Heritage. Like the burgundy bezel that I've got, that's what I'd be going. I'd be going a Tudor Black Bay Heritage Burgundy. I reckon that is a bang per buck dive watch. Amazing value. It's got the Tudor in-house movement in it. 70-hour power reserve. It's really quite amazing. 41mm size, so it's going to be a nice size for you there too. That's what I would go to. If you wanted to get a Jaeger-LeCoultre, I'd possibly say if you're going to go JLC, I would go JLC Reverso Tribute to 1931. That's what I would go. Tribute to 1931. I think that'd be a beautiful watch there. To answer your question, should you buy the 3 or 1 fuck off piece there? I think all of those watches there are fuck off pieces. I mean, to have a Rolex, a steel Rolex, that is so usable. It's so versatile. That's a fuck off watch if ever there was one. What are you going to do? Spending more money, what are you going to get? You may get a day date. Okay, that's the solid gold one. But I don't think you want solid yellow gold. The yellow gold itself there is a softer metal. You probably couldn't wear it every day because it is a softer metal, easy to scratch, easy to damage. I think the choices you've made, I'd rather get the 3 instead of the 1 fuck off. That's what I would rather do there. The Breguet, that's a horology piece at a bargain price. Buy that second hand. Man, you never lose on that piece. Don't buy it new. Believe you me, do not buy that new. You've got to buy that second hand. And the JLC, I think your heart's in the right place, but I wouldn't get that for a newbie. As I said, Tudor Black Bay. If you were to buy one piece, what would I buy? I tell you what I'd buy. If you're going to buy one piece, I'd possibly get a two-tone bluesy Submariner. But I reckon myself, fuck it, get the 3. I reckon that would be a much more enjoyable collection. It's not like you're saying, well, do we get a 3 Series BMW, or do we get a 3 Series BMW plus we get a fun sports car and plus we get this, or do we go for a 7 Series? See, the 7 Series isn't necessarily more fun than having the 3, okay? So, my opinion, I would, if it was me, and I have owned top-of-the-line gold Rolexes. I had a solid gold Submariner, and I've had a few day dates. The President day dates, I've had a few of them. I think you're going to have more fun, versatility, owning the 3. It's a really cool 3-piece collection there. What would I do? How would I structure this collection? How would I do it? Look, I would definitely say my advice to you would be to get the Rolex first. Every man needs a Rolex. Every man needs a Rolex. I'd get the Rolex first. That'll make you happy. You'll really love it. I would then get the Breguet Type 20. Look around for one of those there. You haven't actually said where you're from. I think you're from America, Darren. But normally when people aren't from America, they tell me where they're from. But Americans think the world revolves around them. So I assume you're from America. Have a look on Chrono24. There's heaps of American good dealers. I'd buy a Breguet from a dealer. See if you can haggle a little bit from the Chrono24 price. Chrono24 prices, sometimes there's some wiggle room. And as for the third watch, so I'd get the Datejust 41 first. I would then wait a little bit, well, it's up to you. Start looking straight away, see if you can nut out the deal, get a nice, good condition one. And then the third piece, I'd probably leave it a month. So I'd probably space them out 1 month by one, next month by another, and so just so that you can enjoy it. But I think that's a great dilemma to have there. Darren's 3-piece combo dilemma. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you guys think of that. Quick wristwatch check. I'm actually wearing, Darren, I am wearing my Breitling Super Ocean Heritage 2. I love this watch. That's another great diver. Very, very great bang per buck diver. I would say, no, I'd stick with the Tudor. I think the Tudor will fit into your collection there. Remember, like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends, and put a few really nasty, inappropriate comments down below. I'm Paul Pluta. Tell me what you fuckers think of that.